Dun, 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 dun. Oh, looks promising. In the top right, as a red Latin Confederation, we have YarSkor. A little bit of lag, but hopefully it will crystallize. And in the bottom left, as a blue Latin Confederation, we have Gedo. Alright, so far from this, we know that both players actually know this game. So it might be much better and more enjoyable. Looks like there are some players in the chat. Alright. Gedo is going for his oils. He will manage to capture this in a moment. Refinery on the way. Same go for the YarSkor. He already placed it. Going for the Tesla reactor. He already captured his oil. Gedo has troubles to capture his. Even this one is kind of trouble. Come on, capture it, 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 capture it. Oh, you did it, you sly dog, but maybe you should build the Tesla reactor, you're behind. Right now, YarSkor already making War Factory. It's a little bit laggy, we have playing on 40 FPS, which 46, it's basically game speed 5 right now, so... But it's a little bit shifting. War Factory for the Gedo, same goes for YarSkor, but he should place it much sooner. YarSkor actually doesn't know about this oil, that's kinda confusing. He knows about this one, but not this one. Meanwhile, his engineer is going somewhere else. It's actually 1-1 for oils for Gedo. YarSkor, what the hell? Okay, YarSkor is going for the oil. War miner. Another refinery, of course, that should be the builder. Same goes for the Gedo, but like I said, he's already behind because there's War Miner and Gedo just plays his war factory. This is just slow hands on Gedo sides. Conscript blobs looks very similar. But meanwhile, YarSkor actually stopped making conscripts because it will actually be not good for his economy, and Gedo should do as well, otherwise he wants to attack. Meanwhile, Gedo managed to capture his oil and YarSkor got this oil, but YarSkor extra, how much is it? 500? For free for neutral oil, so that's good for him. More conscripts are on the way, more war miners, another war factory, and then for Gedo is actually another ore refinery, which I don't think is the best call, but yeah, it works. There is one Jaguar tank with the conscripts, and more Jaguar tanks are in production right now. On 4 war miners compared to 5, that's why Gedo is a little bit behind. Now it's 6 war miners, so Gedo must do some damage now, otherwise he will be behind. Nothing in production for YarSkor, only Jaguar tanks right now. Okay, Jaguar tanks are trying to harass some miners, but there are Jaguar tanks as a answer for that. Nothing in production for Gedo, he's just making Jaguar tanks, and Jaguar tanks, that's another Tesla reactor, he maybe wants to go up. Another war factory for YarSkor. And he's go back to the war miners, he just wants that eco. He's not afraid that this will do any damage to him. He actually maybe have even bigger army than the Gedo has right now. It's 4 Jaguar tanks against 3, but conscripts blobs are similar and they can deal with armor no problem. Conscript spam is still on the way, more Jaguar tanks, another war factory like I said earlier, field barrow for Gedo, Jaguar tanks, conscripts. Both players can keep up their eco and their production, that's awesome to see. Alright. And YarSkor is trying to clear some of these trees, he will be placing airfield. Damn. And Foxtrot production is on the way, and this will be very costly actually. Foxtrots are not cheap, and same goes for Gedo actually. He plays the field barrow, but he doesn't use it at all. Okay, he is this, and he's going for the dust devils, that's why he wants the field barrow. For those who don't know, dust devils can actually debuff firepower of enemy units by 50%. It's quite insane. And I think YarSkor noticed it because he was here earlier. He sees this. And going for a lot of flak troopers. He wants to deal with whatever it is from the airfield build. More turrets. There should be a refinery. There is a refinery which will be placed either here. I don't think it will be here. It's out of the place. It will be more like in this position. Both players are saying fuck the oil, we don't need it, you can keep mine, and same goes for Gedo. Jaguar tanks, conscripts, another oil refinery, and Dust Devils are in the flight. They will debuff and hopefully not die. They debuffed like 4 Jaguar tanks, but debuff is gone already. Okay, conscripts are engaging their conscripts, and where are the crashes? Where are the crashes? Nobody's going for the crashes. This is just carnage from conscripts to conscript, and it looks like Gedo's Jaguar tanks are going for the crashes, but they will die to Jaguar of YarSkor, and he can now go for the crashes. It's very bad for Gedo right now because there is just so many Jaguar tanks. Jaguar tanks are also in the main base. He needs to call them now, otherwise YarSkor will just go for the crashes. There is the repair drone on the Gedo's blob to show the dominance, of course. And Dust Devil and Foxtrot are still working. There is still some blob, so YarSkor cannot just hastily go in. Maybe he wants to go further ahead. More Jaguar tanks, more conscripts. And I think Dust Devil get down. Yeah, it's down, and this is just insane value of the Fortress, especially because Gedo doesn't make any anti-air. He doesn't, no flak troopers, no half tracks, not even flak cannons, nothing. Meanwhile, YarSkor is floating 7k. He will probably go up a tier. He just built a field barrel, maybe going for another airfield. Right now it's ore refinery. Jaguar tanks are still in production, non-stop Jaguar tank production. There is very ambitious tank bunker, but that will not last long. There's just so many Jaguar tanks for YarSkor right now. He is on 9 war miners compared to just 6. This economy is just much better, and Gedo is suiciding his unit, and he thinks this is over. Yes, there is the GG. And YarSkor wins the first game. Awesome. Shame I don't have any mod in the chat right now. He would making a prediction. I don't have time for it right now. Yeah, I can. Meanwhile, for the last game, but not last game. Gedo will win this. I want at least 4 games. Come on, give me 4 games. You can do it. You can do it, Gedo. Alright, in the bottom left as a blue Russia we have Gedo, and in the top right as a red Russia we have YarSkor. Okay, both players should know this map. Gedo picked it. I hopefully he will go for his oil ASAP, just like YarSkor did. A refinery is on the way for both players. Hopefully Gedo will not stutter again. Just make his builder as pure as possible. Because in the first game he was war miner behind it, and it was just from the build order. Just not placing his stuff quickly enough. He is another ore refiner actually. There is Tesla reactor for the YarSkor. He wants to go a little bit forward, probably War Factory right now. Yeah, he's going War Factory. Gedo is saying, fuck that, let's go Ore Refinery. And maybe after that he will go Tesla Reactor. Probably selling one. Not sure if you can fit it here, maybe like here. We shall see. Engineers on the way. He wants YarSkor oils, interesting. And he should have pretty much scouted all of this because there is Gedo's dogs everywhere, and there was suicide of the YarSkor dogs here, so he must know about this as well. Refinery was sold out. There's Tesla reactor, War Factory on the way. Meanwhile, YarSkor only have War Factory. He's making his war miner production. Keep in mind, Gedo is War Miner ahead, so his eco will be a little bit stronger right now, but I don't think that will last. Yeah, there's second miner for the YarSkor as well, so they are equal in eco right now, and also War Miner is building faster right now. It's a little bit out of position. There's another refinery, so this will be fourth to War Miners. Not a great start for Gedo, but he's still a 3k, he can still build stuff. He's sending engineers, he captured actually one oil, I didn't notice. There's a 4 miner. And it will be against 3. He needs to build another ore refinery to be equal, but he will be behind with eco right now. So it's not the greatest build order ever. I think he is fine right now. YarSkor is not going. Yeah, finally he's going. He maybe... There was snipe on the engineer, I think. Because I saw the engineer earlier. Alright, it's 5 war miners compared to right now 5, but they just emerged. I think there will be 6th one very soon for YarSkor. What will be next? Field barrow already. And there's another ore refinery for YarSkor. He just wants that eco. This is 6th, 7th miner going for 8. Meanwhile, Gedo is going for... This is the 6th one, another one, ore refinery. YarSkor just with his brother goes ahead. And since there's no pressure at all, he can actually use it. There is a small concave, he cannot go through that, otherwise he would die. Another ore refinery for YarSkor, he just doesn't want to go shockies early, it would backrun him. And there's no production. Okay, he's actually switching to shock troopers already. This is 7, 8 miners for the Gedo. And... Ooh, 10 miners for YarSkor. And finally he's going tigers and shocks. So maybe 10 miners are magic number? I don't know. Okay, there are a few pyros. He sent his shocks into field barrel? You cannot reverse engineer the Soviet infantry. Is YarSkor flexing on Gedo or something? There is the repair drone on the front line, of course. Show your dominance. Right now it's also 10 miners for Gedo. He's making even more because he just wants that eco. Meanwhile, YarSkor just switch from the miners to the tiger shock spam. My favorite combination, I love to see it. Another ore refinery, Gedo just doesn't have enough. He wants more. No defenses at all from both players. Actually, no. There's some sentry guns. Okay, finally there is a shelter, but it will be destroyed immediately because YarSkor knows it's a threat. There are few pyros in the blob, but this is engagement, just a carnage, and I think YarSkor is getting ahead, but reinforcements from Gedo are right here. There's just shocks and they are in the behind. He's not killing them. Meanwhile, Gedo's shocks are tanking everything. There is an empty shelter. He needs to fill it to be useful. Miner will go down. All shocks are still alive from YarSkor side. He just use everything, conscripts and tigers as a meat shield, and shocks are killing everything else. Field barrow is destroyed. No more shocks from Gedo. And YarSkor is just marching with his shock blob forward, and there's nothing to stop it. Conscripts and tigers will be not enough to stop this OP broken fucking unit. You know, there's just shock and tiger combo from the YarSkor, and he wants to go more ahead, building more ore refineries. No tech hub, just the shocks. And right now shocks are just... There is a pull on miners, he's going on them, and it doesn't look pretty. One miners are getting sniped, and this is the end for Gedo. He's trying one more last ditch attack, but this blob is just too big right now, and he cannot compete with it, and it's GG and YarSkor winning again. 90% morale spam initiates. Remember, Gedo is Scorpion Cell. Alright, in the right, as a blue Scorpion Cell, we have Gedo. And on the left, as a slightly move. I think he did. The left, as a red Psycorps, we have YarSkor. There's a fuck ton of engineers, he's going for everything. Well, I thought I saw 4, but there's actually 3, that's the correct number, I know. Same goes for Gedo. He wants this. Bit laggy, it seems. It was laggy all the game, and right now Spook is killing unlimited number of initiates. It's disaster for Gedo. Spook's just winning, no. I actually don't ally in either of these players, but I can assume YarSkor will be going for Ore Factory, after that it will be Refinery, same should be going for Gedo. Both are ore miner. And once again, YarSkor is ahead just by building stuff quicker. Okay, looks like YarSkor doesn't want to reset. He is going for both of hospitals. Well, Gedo is going for it as well, but not with that many spooks around. Especially when he stops. Nothing in production for Gedo right now. Meanwhile, YarSkor is probably building a refinery. Of course it is. And there is one leisure tank, second leisure tank. He is going quicker. He wants to end this probably. Another leisure tank, and there's ungodly number of spooks actually. Gedo kinda lost his main control. He's going with engineers somewhere, but he doesn't even know there are leisure tanks. And he is going for this. There is the Mantis tank spam, but those cannot win against slashers. We should be staying at least in repairing to get some advantage. And right now he switched back to the ghost miners, but this doesn't look good for our blue Scorpion Cell player. And he's not even building anything, only spooks. We should be at least play Raxes here and go for something, more spooks to deal with them, but right now it's 4 leisure tanks which are killing his War Factory, and if War Factory is down, it's GG. Or build defenses, of course, but he's right. And that's it.